Today I have a small update to an earlier video. The British government will allow cruises again from May 17th, only for British passengers and only in the waters of the country. But the interest of the shipping companies is great. 10 cruise lines have now announced programs. Princess Cruises, P&O Cruises, MSC Cruises, Viking, Saga Cruises, Olsen, Cunard, Marella Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, and Disney Cruise Line. MSC Cruises will be the first shipping company to start the new UK cruises on May 20th, just a few days after the permitted start date. The shipping company's newest flagship, the MSC Virtuosa, will be used, which was only delivered in February 2021 and was actually intended for Northern Europe cruises from and to Germany. All departures will be from the new Southampton cruise terminal. The maiden voyage of MSC Virtuosa on May 20th will be followed by 6 4-night cruises with 2 days at sea and a stop on the Isle of Portland on England's south coast, where guests can go ashore and spend a day on the beach. From June 12th, 7 night trips with stops in Portland, Belfast, Liverpool, and Greenock near Glasgow are planned. All trips are only available to guests who are UK residents, with and without COVID-19 vaccination. However, guests who have not been vaccinated must provide evidence of a negative PCR test. In addition, all passengers must complete a rapid antigen test prior to embarkation. In view of the restart, Viking Cruise Line has announced that the shipping company's latest new building, the Viking Venus, will be christened on May 17th in Great Britain. The ship will then set out from Portsmouth on May 22nd, May 29th, and June 5th on 3 week-long cruises entitled England's Scenic Shores, which consist exclusively of days at sea. Viking also does not require guests to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Instead, the cruise line relies on the strict guidelines it has implemented itself, including daily, non-invasive saliva PCR tests for passengers and crew. A dedicated laboratory is available for this on all Viking ships. Princess Cruises is taking a little more time. The Regal Princess will only start on July 31st with a total of 14 cruises from and to Southampton, which are initially planned until September 23rd. The Sky Princess will follow with a total of 8 cruises from August 30th to September 28th. There are 3 to 7 day trips to choose from on both ships, some of which also include stops in British ports such as Liverpool, Belfast, and Greenock near Glasgow. Given the advances in the UK vaccination program, all Regal Princess and Sky Princess cruises are only for guests who have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Onboard safety protocols include improved disinfection measures, adequate physical distancing, and the wearing of masks in certain areas of the ships. The crew will not be vaccinated but will undergo regular testing. From June 27th to September 19th, P&O Cruises will offer 3 4 or 6 night cruises with the Britannia from and to Southampton along the south coast of England to Scotland, past the Channel Islands, and along the coast of France. From August 7th to September 18th, the new Iona will also be there with 1 week cruises. The maiden voyage of the Iona takes 7 days to the Scottish Islands, where the new building will anchor in front of an island called Iona for a longer celebratory stay until sunset. As with Princess Cruises, only vaccinated passengers are allowed on board with P&O Cruises. The security protocols are also identical. Also on June 27th, Saga Cruises will start its summer program for Great Britain with the spirit of discovery and the spirit of adventure. There is a choice of 4 all-inclusive routes with a total of 5 departures from London Tilbury. 2 of them last 6 nights each and include different ports in Scotland, but also a visit to the Sognefjord in Norway. 2 further routes cover 14 and 15 nights and also lead to Scotland, but also to ports in England and Northern Ireland. Saga Cruises had already announced in January 2021 as the first cruise line worldwide that COVID-19 vaccinations would be a requirement for all cruises of the shipping company in the future. Of course, this also applies to the UK routes that have now been launched. From July 2021, Fred Olsen plans a total of 11 day-only cruises from Dover and Liverpool to the most beautiful British Isles, including the Shetland, Orkney and Scilly Isles. It will kick off with a 3-day maiden voyage of the Borealis from Liverpool on July 5th, and the Bolette will follow with another 3-day maiden voyage from Dover on August 16th. Cunard Line does not want to miss the restart of cruises in Great Britain and is sending the Queen Elizabeth for the period from July to October 2021 under the motto Summer at Sea on 10 cruises along the British coast with a duration of 3 to 12 nights. In addition, 3 sun voyages will be launched in which the weather report alone determines where the journey around Great Britain is going. All guests must be vaccinated against COVID-19. After a few days to think about it, 2 more cruise lines, Celebrity Cruises and Disney Cruise Line, have announced their participation in the new start in Great Britain. Celebrity Cruises will start cruises with the Celebrity Silhouette from and to Southampton on July 3rd. Stops are planned on the picturesque Isle of Portland in southern England, as well as in Belfast, Liverpool, Greenock near Glasgow, Kirkwall and Inverness. All adult guests of the recently extensively renovated ship have to prove a full COVID-19 vaccination. A full, not a single dose. All passengers under 18 years will need a negative result of a PCR test. Disney Cruise Line will send the Disney Magic to Great Britain, but will only offer short cruises of 2, 3 or 4 nights that consist exclusively of days at sea. Embarkation should be possible in Southampton, London Tilbury, Newcastle and Liverpool, depending on the route. The company has not yet revealed any details. And most recently, TUI subsidiary Marella Cruises announced via Facebook that it will be there. They said, "We are very pleased to announce that we are offering domestic cruises from Great Britain this year. We can't wait to see you on board again. More details will be announced shortly," read a post. And so it's a little bit from a page where it's more or less of advertising for these cruise companies, but I still picked the information because it shows that some things are possible, but still with a more reasonable touch, at least for those that don't let the people off board. And they should have everything under control there. And we'll see how that will work out, if that will have any influence on the infection scenario we are seeing with the fully vaccinated requirements of those cruises. I doubt that, but there are some that only require tests and not a vaccination. And the thing with the fully vaccination, you need to be fully vaccinated and not with just 1 dose. That makes it more complicated at the moment because that's not that many people, and you do need a little bit of money to do one of these cruises. But we will see how this will end up. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.